Man, what up, Mark?
I got my friend Umberto down the street.
And Kyle, what's up, brother? We got Chris in here. What's up, Chris? What up, Mark? What's going on? Are you going to give us the NFT update? Oh, what up, Norman? Damien,
Hey. I want to know who the fuck is the real comic book community? Who? Is it this weirdo?
What up, C-Bizzle?
Station.
Hey. Good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping on.
What's up, guys?
What up, Digger Jim? What's up, Travis? What up, Rude? Mike would be a great guy to tell a story.
What's going on, Blake?
Scotty, are you involved? Hey, what up, Drag? Good to see you, homie. What up, BLC? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Remy Q, what's up, my guy? Hey, what up, Carrie?
Yes, I Google things.
I think it's funny, though, that...
What's up, dude? What up, LCS? You know anything about this?
Circumstance, can you hum it for us?
No. Dun, 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 dun. What up, man? Spine6 crew in the house.
Oh, you look especially shiny today, Phil.
Trev, the shipping guru. What's up, my dude? What's up, Sagi? What's up, man? Rob's Fat Stacks. Are you here to stop FOC? Shout out to Frog Brawler. What's up, Alan? Comic Viking.
You're right, guys.
Cuppy's in the house from my guy Flo.
What's up, baby?
Uh-oh, we got another first-time appearance. Great show tonight. Lady Fantastic in this Christmas. What up, Mad Spidey? Thanks for coming through, my
Finally,
man.
get on one.
I'm in for so much stuff.
We got Papa in the house. What's up, man?
Best ongoing series. FOC and Chill, Circumstances. Kicking it with K-pop, K-pop Junkie. Last Call FOC, Aussieverse. New comic book game, the Council of Comics. Top 10 Alternatives, 22 comics.
Butts.
Haters gonna hate.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and Chill. Took last week off from all three YouTube channels that I do, all three YouTube shows that I do. I made a mistake and I forgot that I'm an old man. And I was at my son's birthday party at a place called Sky Zone. There's all these obstacle things. And I tried to do a thing that I did last year, no problem. But this year it tore my calf muscle. And so I've been unable to walk for over 2 weeks now. It sucks, but we're getting through it, getting closer and closer to walking, I think. But I've learned that I'm old and I can't do explosive movements like I used to. But it was a wake-up lesson that I need to use it or lose it, as they say. I'm getting to that age where if you don't use it, it's going to go away forever. And I don't want that. I'm not ready for that. So I think it sucks, but I think God was telling me, hey, it's time to get it together. So everybody that won giveaways 2 weeks ago, I have your books. You're going to get them. I just can't walk right now, but I'm going to get to it. And I'll promise I'll take care of it. But sorry, in the meantime, I tore my calf muscle and it sucks and it hurts. But shout out to everybody that's already in the chat. I don't know what we want to talk about this week. We took a week off last week. A lot has happened. Maybe nothing's happened. We've got, Joker 2 people coming in. Doesn't seem to be going over well. We've got Sticky Goose retiring, then unretiring, I'm hearing. So we have that going on. And we got Thunderbolts. I'm excited about Thunderbolts. We have West Coast Avengers #1 for Volume 4 on FOC last week. I didn't get to talk about it because we were gone, but it was on FOC last week, which I was really excited about. So we could talk about that, but we'll find out. Link is in the chat, guys. We'll see what you guys want to talk about. In the meantime, Let's get to the chat here. We've got GT comment coming in early. Appreciate the support as always. We've got Rod, the Rican, the homie. What's up, Rod? Got a birthday coming up, I know. Thanks for coming through, my man. Las Cruces was here early as well. Thank you for showing some love. Of course, Brian LCS doing his job, pimping out the final days of the CBC Awards. .org. This is your last chance to vote. I think Saturday is going to be the final day. 10/19 Saturday. So if you have not got that in, definitely get over there and do that. You don't have to vote for me. There's a number of great nominees in my category, and you'd be fine to vote for any of them. So just get in there, vote for all your favorites, man. Let's get those numbers up. And it's really all about who comes through and participates. That's something that we can't control. Only you can control that. So there's the link there. Thank you to Christina, always coming through and helping me out. I appreciate that so much. The homie 90 is here. Where's the FOC? There's one vote for FOC. We'll see if we get to it this week, or if there's other things that people have in their hearts that they want to talk about. We got my man Drew Manchu in the house. Check him out on Instagram. He's been, did you drop it on YouTube? I didn't see it on YouTube yet. But dropping some comic book reels, talking about comic books, what we all say we want to see. We want to see more comic book content, and Drew is providing that for you. So definitely check him out. The homie Darth Lopez is in here. I've been seeing him pop up here and there. Saw you pop up with Biggie, and I think I saw you with Niobe, right? I think I popped in and saw that for a bit. So I've been seeing the homie Darth making moves. Maybe you might want to subscribe to him and be ready in case he drops something here in the future. You never know. We got my homie Benny Compton. What's up, Benny? Good to see you. One of my Jigs Kingdom Discord homies. We spent a lot of time in there, and it's a good time. I enjoy it. It's nice to have people to hang out with while you're stuck at your desk. So shout out to the Jigs Kingdom homies. Shout out to them for helping out John's Comics with Kids recently. He had to change his flight so that he could get out there and see Jen. Comics Will Break Your Heart. And it cost him a hefty penny. And Jigs rallied the homies to help John's Comics with Kids out. And I was not there for it, but I thought it was super cool of Jigs to do that, and everybody that participated in it. And shout out to all the homies. I know Benny was one of them, man. But good people's doing good things, supporting each other. Because John was doing it for a good cause, going out there to support Jen. And how could you not support that? So I love to see it. Definitely want to highlight it. I don't just highlight the drama. We highlight the good stuff as well. We got the homie Wellbore in the house as well. What's up, Wellbore? Oh, we got Frog Brawler. I got to meet Frog Brawler in person. If you missed that, check him out on Instagram. Check out Bobby De La Ghetto as well, who shared some pictures. We met up, had some barbecue, hung out. Frog Brawler is on his way to Colorado. I think he's made it there safe, so good to hear that. And the show's 2 hours early for you now. They're mountain time. So thanks for coming through, Frog. I appreciate you. Oh, we got our first guest tonight. We don't know if he is pro FOC or anti FOC. We'll find out. But the homie Drew dropping some comic book content. What's up?
What's going on, Marcus?
Missed
you last week, man.
Yeah, I missed it too, but it was good to take. The reason why I missed it is because my leg, I was in so much pain, it just hurt to sit at this desk for that long period of time.
Man, when sitting hurts, that's the worst it gets, man.
Everything hurts, dude.
I
swagged it. Oh, go ahead.
My back a couple years ago, and I literally sat down to put my shoes on for work, and then couldn't get off the couch. And all I wanted to do was get off the couch because I was in so much pain sitting on that couch. I couldn't move for a day and a half, which couldn't make it happen. But
it's it's like when you can't breathe through one nostril. You can't breathe through your nostrils at all. When you can, you're like, oh, it's just so refreshing. That's how I like it. When I can walk again, it's gonna be glorious when I can walk again. I cannot wait. We got Swagda in the house as well. He met up with us, with Frog Brawler. It was me, Frog Brawler, Bobby De La Ghetto, Beckerman, and hanging out at Jack Stat's barbecue. Had some very good barbecue and some great conversation. So I love hanging out. Love hanging out with the comic book homies. Always a good time. Let's see who else will get through the chat here. We got Rod back in the chat. What's up, Rod? Thanks for coming back through. And pulled him also loading the dishwasher. Hey, yeah, we all in that. We all in that age range, right? We got Lisa in the house. What's up, homie? Good to see you, Lisa. Oh, we need to get you a mod there. I haven't done that in a while. I need to get that done. Swag though. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. I got the poll up. 79% of you said yes, you have liked the stream. The rest of you are some hate. 21% of you. That's a good chunk of people who are some haters.
Haters, man.
What the heck?
I gotta keep the drama going, you know.
Christina is here sharing everybody's links, which I appreciate so much. Definitely check out the homies. You never know what you might find out here. And that's one of the great things about the CBC Awards is you find great channels that you didn't know about. We got Higgy Pop in the house as well. What's up, Higgy Pop? Cantonese Comic Kid. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through for another episode of FOC and Chill. Carlito is here representing the Chicks Kingdom. Perry is here representing the Jigs Kingdom. What's up, Perry? Good to see you, my man. Oh, geez, this how did I get so far behind on this chat? Jeez. Phil's Treehouse. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming through. Fable is here representing the PCP Army, representing in the fullest. I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for coming through. And we are caught up. Yeah, oh, K-pop. Can't miss K-pop. One of my rivals for the CBC Awards, a fine choice. She's up in multiple categories, so you got multiple.
Yeah, she's a front runner in multiple categories.
Yeah, so check her out in all of those categories and get your votes in. Time's running out. Don't waste.
Dare
no
I
more
say
time.
a community darling? The K-pop.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair. And I caught up in the chat, so now we can talk about whatever. Are we going to talk about FOC this week, or do we have something else?
I don't really pay attention to the FOC so much. It's like I look at previews, and I'm always looking at what I'm going to put on my pool list ahead of time. And anything else that comes up that's interesting has got to be a spur of the moment, buy at the comic shop. I'm not really big on checking out what's the last thing I can order at the last minute.
Did you see? Well, no, yeah, but it's just the final order cutoff, so you get it before, so you get the discount still. So
yeah, I'm normally ahead of the game,
Oh, so you don't do it right before the cutoff? You do
Nope.
it way before the cutoff.
Yeah, man. I'm my stuff's normally pre-ordered way far out.
There's some cool stuff coming on. I know.
Coming out?
I talked about West Coast Avengers coming out last week. I own every single issue ever of West Coast Avengers.
How do you feel about ForceWorks? Does that count as a West Coast Avengers books?
It's funny you mentioned that because when I was a kid, I was a sucker. I was just excited to read a comic book, so I liked everything.
Yeah,
I
loved
liked
ForceWorks as a kid.
I liked everything. I didn't really like ForceWorks so much. I thought Century was so whack to me.
That was his name. I keep forgetting what it was. I was like, they made another character named that afterwards, and I can't remember which one it was.
So terrible. I didn't like it at all. I was pissed.
He's as 90s as Death's Head is late 80s. You know what I mean? It's like that's
yes.
There were some choices made in character design there. They were like, well, everything is extreme over there. Let's make it extreme over here too.
The Royals lost. Thanks, Swagda. Whose side are you on?
Look, the Royals beat the Orioles, so I don't want to talk about them either way.
Perry thinks he's special because he has a bunch of subs on YouTube. Whatever. Oh,
he's
man,
a great guy. He's a great guy, that Perry. A fantastic individual.
Yeah, Perry is apparently he's running a shiesty operation with his store where if you order something, you never get it. I'm kidding. That's a joke, guys.
It's just, good shipping takes time.
Orioles fans, you poor bastards. Did I not link
Bro, they won the World Series the year I was born. And they've been ass terrible ever since. So 40 years.
I can't believe how long it's been since the Royals won. It's been 9 years already.
Right. Like the Orioles and the Royals had opposite seasons. Right. The Royals just started off the season so shitty.
We actually started off decent, but then we fell off.
It fell off pretty damn quick. The Orioles waited till after the All-Star break to fall off. Had a record-breaking season. And then after the All-Star break, they're just going to forget how to hit the ball.
Well, I mean, at least we're happy. I'm glad that you guys suck so that we could get at least one playoff series win. I'll take it.
Well,
and we do own the city of Baltimore officially after that.
No, you don't. You don't own us in football.
Paying
referees does not make you a winner.
Patrick Mahomes is your father. You show some respect.
Okay? You know, every time that a play is reviewed, the league calls Taylor Swift to see what she thought about it.
The Braves, oh bless your heart. AR would be excited to hear it.
Just because a billionaire's banging the lesser Kelsey doesn't make you guys a dynasty.
The lesser Kelsey.
The lesser Kelsey. Nobody fucking likes Travis Kelsey. Everybody loves Jason. Jason's a good dude. Travis is his douchey little brother.
That's ridiculous. Everybody loves both of them.
No, nobody likes Travis Kelsey. He's not a likable guy.
You're absurd.
You know what Travis Kelsey is? He's like Hines Ward. I don't think I ever watched Hines Ward play a down of offense where he didn't have offensive interference that wasn't called. Like, that guy was the dirtiest he was like the Ric Flair of the NFL. It was like watching John Stockton. Like, he was just dirty, just filthy, just a filthy player. And Travis Kelsey is the exact same way. He holds and he gets offensive pass interference and he gets away with it every play he does. He's throwing dudes around out there past 5 yards. You can't do that. It's against the rules.
No, you can't do that.
But
you can't do that. It's against the rules, sir.
He's banging a pop star with a flat ass. So apparently we all got to kowtow to his ability to catch balls from that Kermit the Frog looking motherfucker.
This is a lovely woman. Okay.
Oh my God.
She's a lovely woman.
Ugh.
Watch out. Don't mess with the Swifties, dog. They'll come for you.
I don't have enough clout to even show up on her radar. I can say whatever I want.
And yeah, definitely check out the homie Lisa. And if you see something that you don't like, just you don't have to report it. Let Lisa live, okay? Because I'm trying to live too, vicariously through her comic book covers, if you know what I mean.
Oh my!
There it is, right there. And that's why I'm fine with people being all butthurt like Drew here. I'm fine with it. I like it. I enjoy it. It's
being
fun.
The new Patriots.
Yes.
It's gotta feel so awful.
It's a dream come true. What are you talking about?
So awful to know that you didn't win anything on your own merit. That's gotta feel so awful.
Going down to I don't like that they got Amari Cooper. Definitely
going down to the Bills. We saw the Bills play the Ravens. The Bills ain't got shit. Josh Allen's washed.
I don't like that the Jets got Devontae Adams. I don't like that either.
Devontae Adams should be a different team on the East Coast. Maybe a black bird of some sort. That would have been
and never get a ball. Yeah, that doesn't sound like.
We never get a ball.
Yeah, you heard what I said.
Zay Flowers is eating.
I mean, he's doing all right.
Travis is all right. We got Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. Why would we ever even need to throw the ball? The only reason we're throwing the ball is because dudes are way too open.
All right, guys, this is ridiculous. We're going to end this poll, and we're going to say, can I start a new poll here? Yes, I can. All right. Who is the lesser Kelsey, guys? Let's figure this out.
Darth Lopez says Lamar Jackson chokes in the playoffs. Do not talk that way about my quarterback. I love Mumbles McFumbles. He is my favorite player. He is so inconsistent, but so exciting to watch. It is amazing.
Okay, how should I? Actually, that's a terrible word to.
Who's the lesser Kelsey?
Yeah, I don't like the wording, actually. Which Kelsey brother
sucks more? Which
Kelsey
brother sucks more?
We're gonna word that more positively because we're positive around here.
Let me put it to you this way: the Chiefs are a front runner squad. He's dating Taylor Swift, so he's got all the support of the Swifties, right? And Jason played in Philadelphia, the easiest place to hate, right? But Jason's still the better Kelsey.
All right. I didn't know. I never ranked the Kelseys like that. I'd love them. I vote. I love them both, guys. I've given you multiple options here. Let me know this important question of who is the lesser Kelsey. Drew getting to the hard hitting shit here, and I'm here for it. Lamar Jackson isn't a real contending QB. Great regular season guy, but zero chance.
Two-time league
Wow.
MVP.
Zero
I
chance.
mean, who's your quarterback, Shatterglass? Who's your quarterback? Because like literally, I can think of 2 quarterbacks in the league right now I'd take over Lamar Jackson.
I know he's a Notre Dame fan,
And
so
one of them is only because of nostalgia. I want Joe Flacco back. But beyond that, like
Anthony
who's
Richards,
better?
Anthony Richardson, and Joey Flacco is probably his quarterback.
Anthony Richardson is not good. He's constantly hurt, and Joe Flacco is my quarterback, so you can't have him. Sorry. Mile high miracle, best performance in the history of the playoffs by an NFL quarterback on the road. Fucking amazing. First, do you know this stat is amazing? For the first 6 years of his career, Joe Flacco is the winningest quarterback in the history of the NFL. If he would have retired 6 years in, he'd be a Hall of Famer.
Dude, Jason Kelsey's running away with this. I said, which is Kelsey's the brother is the best? Jason Kelsey, out of 13 votes, Jason Kelsey has 46% of the vote. Who, question mark, has 38% of the vote. Travis
I didn't vote.
Travis is losing to who? Unfortunately. Guys, get in there and vote for Travis.
53% now.
Where are the Swifties at?
Jason
We need to
Kelsey.
get them in here. What's going on?
Where are the Swifties? You know what? If Joker 2 had Taylor Swift in it, maybe it would have been a good movie.
Oh, Darth, bless your heart. These Bills fans, they're so cute.
Bills, your quarterback is washed, bro. He's washed.
With their hopes and dreams.
He's washed. He's washed. Last year, there were 3 quarterbacks in the conversation. 3, right? One of them wasn't even the 3 quarterbacks in the conversation. Of those 3 quarterbacks, one of them was not even Pat Mahomes. The 3 quarterback conversation last year was Josh Allen, it was Joe Burrow, and it was Lamar Jackson. 2 out of those 3 are washed. They're done. They're not producing anymore. You might as well not pick them in fantasy. Like, if you'd have told me that Josh Allen and Joe Burrow would be this bad this year, I would have never believed you.
No, poor Perry. He doesn't know who these people are. He doesn't know what a first down is. So, Swifties following Buell. How do I get the Swifties over here, man?
You need a flatter ass. Pimp named Slaughter's got too much back.
Come on. Taylor deserves more than that. She's a lovely woman.
Look, she's a hell of a songwriter. What a businesswoman.
Hashtag cancel Perry. I'm with that. Bros, I never know what I'm going to get into. I didn't expect to get into a sports talk. I don't know that we've ever really got into sports talk on FOC and Chill, so this is entirely new. Bad. This guy, 10 touchdowns and no interceptions. He doesn't have any interceptions. I remember them mentioning that last night, and I was surprised by it. At least Jason knows what curves are. Now we're judging them by their women. Okay, we're terrible human beings around here, I see. That's good.
Jason's wife is a sweetheart too. I don't remember her name, but every time I see her on social media, she's just
Kylie. Her name is Kylie.
And she seems endlessly embarrassed about him. Like,
if you follow the NFL, you've known the Bills were going. You follow the NFL, you've known that the Bills were going to drop off with their player loses this offseason. Player losses, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean,
what makes a good team is a good general manager. So,
I mean, the only thing I have to say to Bills fans is 13 seconds, man. That's it. Game over. 13 seconds. It's over.
I just remember when I was a kid and the Bills would always lose the Super Bowl. It was like a constant. It was like they were like the anchor being of our universe is the Bills losing the Super Bowl. Like the fact that like the kids in third world countries were clothed with Bills Super Bowl championship memorabilia, like that's like all of the the west coast of Africa is just littered with Bills fans now because of all the free merch they got. They had to get rid of.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at that. And I respect it, Darth. I respect it. You didn't go anywhere, and a lot of people did. But I'm gonna guys, I've been excited about it. And I know we missed it last week, but West Coast Avengers is back, man.
Who's on the team? Because the last time they did it was like Quentin Quire and Gwen Poole.
Well, apparently Firestar is in it. Iron Man and War Machine have put together a new team of Avengers, one that includes villains seeking a path to redemption. Yes, and Ultron is part of the a version of Ultron.
Is it Hank Pym Ultron, like the conglomerate?
I'm not
Is
sure
that
yet.
still a thing? They ever
Spider Woman and Firestar are mentioned.
Which Spider Woman is it though?
Is it Julie?
One
Doesn't
would
know.
hope because it's a West Coast Avengers book.
Yeah, I'm assuming it
I
was.
thought her
her,
name was
but-
Julia.
Yeah, that's probably right. I don't remember.
The black suit, like brown leather jacket Spider Woman.
Dang it, I messed it up already. I haven't shared it.
Julia Carpenter. Is that her name?
That sounds right. JC. Well, I thought there were some cool covers. I kind of went overboard on pre-ordering. Volume 1, number
I
1.
I like that.
That's Adam Hughes, I think. Yeah, Adam
Yeah,
Hughes.
it looks weird to me. I don't know. Just like the jazz hands, like Broadway stance she's in. It doesn't seem very superhero. Oh, obviously it's Jessica Drew. Well, maybe not. That's not her costume anymore, is it?
I'm not sure at all. I'm not going to pretend to know.
That's one of my favorite costumes in the history of superheroes. It's like up there with the Power Girl boob window. I just remember one issue of, I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy Team Up, where Rocket Raccoon was like, "Yeah, well, you got a big bright yellow arrow pointing to you," and got interrupted. It's like, she's got crotch arrow.
Who is that guy? Bolt?
That looks like it is very much in the vein of that. Was it Safe Space? And
hey, that's a first appearance right there. How
What's going
about
on,
it? What up, homie? Are you here for West Coast Avengers hype?
Probably. No,
What's up with?
Not much, man. Just went through that stupid hurricane last week.
Oh yeah.
Everything all right down there?
Yeah, it's a big mess, but everything's okay down here now. It took a little bit of like a couple of days. I was out of power for a couple of days, like 3 days.
That's the worst.
Yes, but hey, that's lucky compared to some people. Some people got
That's true.
had it flooded out, the house flooded out, and no power. So
Right.
yeah,
People
considered
lost their
lucky.
homes. I guess losing the
Yeah.
power for a couple of days ain't the end of the world.
Nope.
So that's the 5 players on the team there? Is that like the?
I think this is the A cover.
We got
right
Iron
there.
Man and War Machine, Jessica Drew, Firestar, and
version-
Ultron.
The good guy Ultron. Yeah.
It's like two ladies, 2 guys who look like robots, and a robot.
What up, 20? What up, 23? Good to see you, my man.
Who's writing this?
We have Gary Duggan.
Love's a joke. Mahomes is a joke. Mayfield is finally showing up. Stroud is solid, and Lamar is the man.
The Shitty Thing variants, are they coming out on FOC this week or is it next week? Let me know, because I'm looking at FOC.
I got
week.
into something once and got a shitty thing. I don't want to talk about
it. We can skip to this week as well.
Wait, who's writing West Coast?
Gary Duggan. I'm not familiar with him.
Jerry Duggan?
Is it Gerry? Jerry.
Yeah. Jerry Duggan. He was writing X-Men.
That's kind of a cool cover. I like
He wrote
that Geiger cover.
a lot of Deadpool. He's written a lot of stuff. Duggan's great. I'd be down to read that.
What up, Juno? I agree with you. I love them both. It should be winning.
The poll is not whack. You're upset with the will of the people. That's what you're upset with.
What up, Bronze and Modern Gods?
I knew who both of them were, and I said who.
I knew that would be a popular choice when I put it in there.
So Geiger's gotten a lot of steam. People are loving this, right?
I love it. It's of the Ghost Machine books. It's my favorite.
Did not like the first issue. I read the first issue and I was like, ugh. It did nothing for me. So I have not read any of the Ghost Machine stuff at
Really?
all.
I
Well,
think
I think if you
I
don't,
read the first couple of issues, I think, and it was okay for a little while. I'm
Well,
I keep
not an
hearing great
ongoing
things
guy.
about the imprint.
I love it. I'm hype about it. But I think if you read the first issue of Geiger and you didn't like it, you probably made the right decision.
I'm not a big Jeff Johns fan.
That's what it is.
You made the right decision for yourself. That's what Diddy said.
Yeah.
Shout out to 80s guy, my flavored whiskey brother. Good to see you, my man. What were you gonna say, Drew?
I think that the Jeff Johns stuff, like everybody keeps telling me to read that Green Lantern stuff. And that I feel to me is a lot like the kind of runs that I'm really into. It's like all encompassing. It's a couple of different runs stacked together, a couple of different books all fold into the continuity, and it builds upon itself. Like it sounds like to me like Hickman's Fantastic Four, or like Aaron's Thor run. It's just like a really long, solid run where he sets up a lot of cool stuff, knocks it all down, and people tend to love it. It gets great, press on all those Green Lantern stories. I could not be bothered to pick up any of that stuff and dig into any of it. Like, it just seems daunting to me. And I did like Jeff Johns' Teen Titans. I thought that was really good. But yeah, that's the only thing I've read in him.
But if you're not a Green Lantern guy and you're not a Jeff Johns guy, you're not gonna.
No, yeah. So it's like it doesn't do anything for me. Like I like Green Lantern stuff. I like is like the original Parallax stuff, like all that like post Death of Superman when they were doing all that shit with Hal and that was my era of Green Lantern. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't care. I can't keep up. When they do something like Far Sector, where it's like a kind of out of continuity, like little side story, I dig that kind of stuff. I didn't hate the was it the Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz stuff and Rebirth? I didn't hate that.
Drew, I'm trying to give you a chance to. Tyler's still coming at you, and I wanted to give you a chance here.
Writing for your team, but not recognizing Lamar for his playoff shortfall seems delusional. So I would say that Lamar's play in the playoffs has been related to pressure. I think that you're right. He has not proven he can do it under pressure. He needs to do it within the next year or so to prove why he's getting paid, or he might be not getting another big contract like that. He might be rolling somewhere else for that kind of money. But as of right now, like, a lot of that's going to fall on game planning. A lot of that falls on game planning, and that is a coordinator issue because Harbaugh is not a play calling head coach. So that is what it is, man. We'll see. But like CJ Stroud hasn't done anything in the playoffs. The only person on that list that was up a second ago that did anything in the playoffs is Pat Mahomes, and I mean, they pay the referees. You can tell that they shouldn't win because Andy Reid is their coach, and I watched him eat dicks for a decade in Philadelphia. So he's not good. He's human diabetes, and him and the referees got something going on the side.
90. It's a new day. Bleaker's here not to stop it. Comic Journey's not here to stop it. We're letting the FOC happen this week, guys. It's going down. And you're right, Juno. The mob is super fickle. Multiverse 90. God help us. Too many Florida. There's a lot of Florida in the chat. How did this happen? I don't know. Whole lot of Florida.
They finally got power back. They're coming out in
Florida, man, be on the lookout. Jeez,
I'm still thinking, supposedly there's another one coming. So
they've just been outside for the last week with a 22 catching swamp dinner.
A lot of people say they like Rook and they don't like Redcoat. I like all of it, but Geiger's my favorite.
What is the new one that Tomasi's writing? It's like a team book.
You talking about Hyde Street? Is that the one that just came out? You're talking about the one? It's
gonna drive me nuts because I just saw it.
I'm blanking on the name.
I'm a Peter J. Tomasi fanboy, and I would probably read that.
John is in for Jeff John's JSA run. So how do you feel about? Do you have thoughts about that one?
Yeah, JSA for me is again something that just like doesn't like. I don't get how it jives with the current continuity. Is it a throwback book? Is it just old characters that are back again? Is it New 52 JSA? Is it like I can't be bothered to figure that out. So probably not for me, you know.
Sounds like some people that can't take the L to me. I feel you, Juno. You know what I'm saying? I just take the L like a man is how I feel.
31 teams have the same complaint, but
Baltimore, take that L like a real city. I don't understand what
like a real city. We have the Orioles in town, brother. Nobody knows how to lose like us. All right.
Yes,
we're just great at
dude.
football.
Where Monsters Lie is dope, actually. And there's the new volume that came out. Was it Where Monsters Lie Cul-de-sac? But I did really like that book and the idea of a protected area where a bunch of serial killers live. I thought that book was. I forget. I'm blanking on who's writing. Kyle Starks, I think, actually is writing it.
That name does not ring a bell. What else has he done?
Sounds like Nail Biter.
He did the.
That's what I was thinking already. It sounds like
Trigger
Nail Biter.
Keaton.
Yeah, that's what
Sidekicks
it.
of Trigger
Yeah. Nail Biter was like that too, where it was a whole.
Nail Biter was great, but I fell off of that, and I don't remember how it ended, or if it was any good, or if it wrapped up.
No, I think I even fell off. Like
The first 2 or 3 trades were really good.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Rick Remender?
I find him to be hit or miss. I think that if he has something good to like sink his teeth into, with a great artist, I think he does really well. I think that a lot of his stuff is like written as like for the trade, for like you know, as a pilot. I think he's got a very Mark Millar kind of style to some of his stuff.
A lot of them.
Some of his stuff I really, really love. I like his Marvel stuff that he did. His Uncanny Avengers was great. I liked Low with Ticini on the art. It was like underwater.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say, Jeff?
I said a lot of the guys are like that now, where it's they're either writing it for the trades or either writing it and trying to get a movie deal. It's either or. A lot of them do that now. So
that's the move, right? It makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Rick Remender. He's one of my favorites.
I think he's got a catalog of some really, really great stuff. The stuff that I liked, 7 to Eternity, he did that. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that.
But I really did like Low. I'm surprised that didn't end up being like a Netflix series or something.
Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. That's my Rick Remender jam. I love.
Yeah.
I'm loving Grommets right now that he has going. I know there's a lot of hype around it, but it is a fun book with some great art. I didn't really like the Holy Rollers book he was writing about the bowler. I wanted to like it, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I'm excited about Wind coming back. There we go.
That's another one where the Tiny's another one for me where most of his independent stuff does nothing for me. The first volume of that, the first issue, was very much paint by numbers fantasy, and it was like so much other stuff that was out.
Paint by numbers. What do you mean? I don't think
it was just like pretty boilerplate. Like it was like every other fantasy story that was out. Like there wasn't the first issue. I think the hook in it was that there was a gay character, and like beyond that, like there was like no story reason for me to like for it to stand out amongst all the stuff that I was reading. So
he's not breaking new ground. No,
yeah, and it was just like it wasn't. Like it was like, oh, it's a Glad winning book. It's like, okay, but like it was mid. I wouldn't say it was bad. I wouldn't say that it was necessarily good enough to really be remembered. It was just kind of more of the same, and I don't think it did anything to really stand out.
I like it, but I wouldn't be like, you got to read it. I wouldn't be like that at all, but I do like it. Callie's in for Wind. Juno says Heavy Metal has a Kickstarter. I'm not up on
Yeah,
the Heavy
that
Metal stuff.
Heavy Metal's
Heavy
trying
Metal
to come
doing
back, I think.
Kickstarters. Like
I didn't know
Heavy
they
Metal-
left.
No,
Heavy
because
Metal's a
they
name though. They should be able to just put something out. You know what I mean? Like
no,
if
the
they
Heavy
can't go
Metal
out and sell-
because Heavy Metal ended up selling to Whatnot, or Whatnot ended up buying them or something or another. That's what I heard the last time when I heard about Heavy Metal, and then their contract fell through or something like that, and then I think that's why the Kickstarter things are happening now.
You would think
Something or
that
other.
another publisher would be interested in publishing Heavy Metal as just a name on the shelf.
Right.
Yeah, sell some books.
I mean, if I'm Dark Horse, I'm thinking, yeah, we could do something with the Heavy Metal name. You know,
Right.
If I'm
Because
IDW, I'm thinking
they took
it's something pretty cool.
IDW or one of them took EC and stuff like that a while back, like reprinted all that EC stuff. So it's
Right.
like any of them can.
And you make a deal where you can reprint the old Heavy Metal stuff, then like
Yeah.
that's a library of content. Like that's
right.
It's a dummy easy deal. It's something that I would do. That's a cool cover.
Yeah. Is it Batman Full Moon? Oh, the Frank Gary.
Not worth no $6, but
I told myself I don't cover buy stuff that I'm not collecting.
It might be worth $6. I don't think it's worth $7. So it's $6.99.
Yeah.
99 cents. No, it's a beautiful book though.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Depends. Is it oversized? Like, is it like a cardstock? Or are we getting, what's the page quality like?
I think it's cardstock.
A lot of them are cardstock now. I noticed a lot of them
Especially
are
for
going
like
cardstock.
the limited series.
Even
limited
a bunch of dynamite,
job with those.
a bunch of their dynamite stuff is going cardstock.
Well, Dynamite's got to go cardstock because the only reason you're buying those books is for the covers.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
they released
the
47,000
Vampy stuff
covers.
is getting better because Priest is writing them now. So
Well, there's some good stuff over there, but just for the majority's sake, like Dynamite might as well just print variant covers and not put anything in the middle of those books. They're the amount of covers that come out for those books is crazy to me.
Triple H, yeah, it goes up to triple letters. So it's like,
yeah.
So like,
it goes up so high that the covers have the
and then that's not even counting all the
WWE. Triple H.
That's not even counting that's not even counting all the stores that want to print their own covers. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like, people are going to buy Vampirella, but more people are going to buy a hot Vampirella cover.
Right. Ooh, Vampy's it's a hot Vampy cover. Yeah. That's more than anything.
I like
anybody
that,
on
that Black Lightning.
Anybody on that Black Lightning hype? This is the C cover from Sanford Green.
I just got back on DC, man. The all-in special kind of hooked me, and I'm back on DC. I have not. The only thing I've been reading from DC has been a couple of Black Label books here and there, and the World's Finest stuff Mark Waid was doing. Beyond that, I haven't really been reading DC.
I don't know if EC went to Oni. I think someone got the IP or the name right. I don't remember though. Heavy Metal made some cool ass comics a few years back. Never is one of my favorite Peter Pan stories. Yeah, I missed out on
that. I heard a lot about it. Never.
Yeah, me too. Are we doing FOC? This is uncomfortable. This is the first time since episode 11, guys. Episode 11 to episode 80, we made it. Jack Vampirella
fuck things up
for New York Comic Con.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of those. New York exclusive, New York Comic Con exclusives. Yeah, and they're gonna be a shit.
Oh, that's nice too.
I kind of want
so
that.
He's got like a lightning family.
I don't know anything about Black Lightning, honestly, but
I feel like everybody in DC's got to have a family. So the Bat family, the Black Lightning family. There's a gaggle of Green Lanterns. Like
Probably it's gonna be family
Superman's
oriented.
got 80
Probably.
different Superman peoples. Dude, I read Action Comics for the first time in forever, and like, dude, there's like 13 different super people in the fucking Fortress of Solitude. Like, what happened to Solitude? And then there's like absolute power. Like, everybody lives at the Fortress of Solitude. Like, it's called the Fortress of fucking Solitude, not the Fortress of guys, come on over.
This is a cool cover.
I really dig that.
Yeah, I kind of want to cover
Steven
look like
Universe.
this. Yeah, Dan Mora. Oh, it's a Dan Mora cover.
Dan Mora.
So if it's a just get the get the 11x17. Don't even.
But Dan Mora is going to be drawing Unlimited. Is that what he's doing? Justice League Unlimited?
I don't know,
because he was doing World's Finest with Mark Waid, and that's why I couldn't quit that book, because the Mark Waid storytelling was like, it was solid. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I think fine stories, but he again wasn't reinventing the wheel. But the Dan Mora art was just so incredibly great that I had to read that book every week when it came out. And I think he's doing Unlimited, which I would be excited for him to do a Justice League Unlimited book. I think the eye of the DC universe through the lens of Dan Mora would be a very, very positive thing.
Yeah, Dan Mora is him and Jorge Jimenez are my favorites on interiors.
Jorge is great. You know who else I love is I love Pepe Larraz. He did the House of X stuff, that Hickman X-Men stuff. He did the House of X run, and then he was doing X-Men. And
just did it.
I love his interiors too.
I just did it, guys. I broke my rule. I'm not pulling this multiverses series. but I still bought this book because I like this cover. I did it. I broke the rule.
Beautiful. Is that the A cover?
No, it's it is the A cover actually. Isn't that cool, man?
That's
Come
amazing.
on. Come on, guys. Get your orders in. I couldn't resist it. Here's the B cover. That's kind of cool too.
Yeah, B's kind of cool too.
Yeah, what is this book? I'm not even familiar with it.
Multiverse is a game, isn't it? Is it based on the fighting game?
Yeah, I think so. And then I think it's
it's like the WB version of Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and then it's there's a Harley based one just coming around now, so something like that. I saw some stuff about like Harley edition or whatever it is.
They're doing like a Harley edition of DC Universe Online too. So
that's what it was. That's what it was. True. That's what it was.
Look at this, Beckerman. We're doing FOC. You'd be so happy. You'd be so proud. We're actually doing
Beckerman's logo makes me smile every time I see it.
Shout out to the Shopverse, the homie. If you would like to be in the Shopverse, definitely hit him up. He can.
I'm hyped on
A
Dazzler.
little something.
The Terry Dodson covers, man. I haven't read that book yet, but I'm picking them all up for those Terry Dodsons.
Let's take a look at these. They look like some pretty cool covers, actually.
Sometimes when they're small, they look good. But when you enlarge them, you're like, "What the hell is that?"
I don't know, man. Anytime I can get a Terry Dodson cover, I'm down.
Hmm.
And
actually, that's not a bad Dazzler cover. So
yeah, it's not bad, but it's not.
Yeah,
you know.
but
I don't think it's anything to write home about. But Terry Dodson, man, I'm in. Dodson did all those.
What the hell, FOC? Beckerman's happy the show is finally good. He says, "I finally got his approval. I've been desperately seeking." I kind of like this cover.
I like that too.
No, you just don't got nobody to derail you now every time.
Yeah, usually someone comes and stops it.
See that Dazzler thing where like she's disco ball instead of rock. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if I'm buying it, but it's at least fun.
Yeah, at least it's only $3.99. It's not $6.99. Okay.
Yeah, well, we all know that Marvel comics are printed on fucking the thinnest
Toilet paper.
No, not toilet. It's higher quality than that. You wouldn't want to wipe your ass with it. It's kind of shiny. But it is thin. Well, that's the Marvel versus Capcom covers.
Is that what it is? I like. Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
is. I like this cover, man.
I like that cover too.
I might have to add that one to the list here. They're starting over. I guess they started it over already, and I missed it somehow. But so does that mean Invincible Iron Man, that volume is done?
I was not reading Iron Man, so I could not tell you.
It must be. They must have started over on me, and I missed it. I don't know. It's a new writer. I don't know if I'm going to stay on it. We'll see. Let me know, guys. Are you reading Iron Man? Are you staying on it? Are you reading Hulk? Are either of you reading Hulk?
I've been reading Hulk, yeah.
I like that one. Philip,
I haven't been reading DC or Marvel for a while.
What are you reading?
I've been reading indies and vampy stuff most of the time.
Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk is fun.
Okay. Look at that Nick. Yeah. Is that Nick Klein? Yeah, that is Nick Klein.
Yeah, the last time I read any Marvel or any DC was what was it? Donny Cates's Venom run. That's the last time I've been.
Yeah,
that's the last time I read any.
Pick up Absolute Batman. If you can get a cover, a first print, pick one up for that purposes. But read it; it's good.
Yeah, don't pay more than cover price though. Yeah, I got a lot of hype though. A lot of love for Absolute Batman.
I enjoyed it. I think that there's a lot of different stuff in there that could be really interesting, and gives them a lot of room to play.
Well, yes, it's not Scott Snyder anyway, so I kind of figured.
Yeah, and yeah, Marvel wise, I'm just reading a lot of X-Men stuff, so I can't really recommend anything. My addiction to mutant drama is that's a me thing. Those books right now are not.
It's like my vampy addiction. Okay, so
right,
it's okay.
I think the X-Men stuff now isn't bad, but it's not on the level that it was during the Krakoa era. It's not nearly as compelling or interesting right now. But everything's still in the middle of its first arc, so there's no judging. But still, that's my must-read stuff. So it's like when I hear somebody like, "I'm a Wonder Woman collector," it's like, well, you're going to buy Wonder Woman, and 90% of the time, it's not going to be great, but you're going to keep buying it. So do your thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We like what we like.
That's very true. Something is killing the children up and down. I'm riding through it the whole way.
Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah, that's the last.
That's another one where I read the first issue and was like, why is everybody so hyped about this? And then I read the first trade and I was like, all right, and that's all I want for it. And it's like that's some people's thing, Oh, was it Art Adams? Oh, that was Stegman.
Yeah, that's nice.
Stegman.
I like
that. He did he's been doing the 8 covers. Is that the 8 cover? Did he do a?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you feel about Jed McKay? I like Jed McKay.
His take on the X-Men has been different. I don't dislike it. I think that he's writing the stronger book right now. I think is it Gail's doing Uncanny?
Yeah.
She's the story is good. She's got some weird dialogue choices that just do not
trust me. I know if you read any of her Red Sonja stuff too, man.
Yeah, it's like
the same thing,
dude. It's like the number 1 issue is pretty cool. It's like Wolverine and Gambit and Rogue are fighting these guys, and then at the end, Rogue just like at the end of the battle, she's like looks at Remy with like this love in her eyes, and she's like, "My sexuality is X-Men." I'm like, what the fuck? What does it even fucking mean? What does that mean?
That's all good. That's just Simone for you, anyways.
Yeah,
even
like,
writing Red Sonja's the same thing.
It didn't like if it was some sort of social commentary, it was lost on me. And if
But
it's some
trust
sort
me,
of
she does
joke,
that with every book she's done.
it was
man. It's
lost
like
on me. So it's like
every book.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do with that. So I kind of ignored it and went on to the next page. Like, what a weird thing to say. And it's just, and there's just a lot of that with Gail Simone. Like, she writes compelling stories, and just like there are some choices.
You follow her on X or Twitter? You get the.
I
she's
try
always-
not to. Try not to.
She's
Try not
funny.
to Twitter.
She cracks me up.
Like, I feel like every time I turn on Twitter, it's just like blatant racism, or just like people getting shot, or like street fights. And like, I'm down for that while I'm on the toilet, but I don't need to, like, it doesn't need to be a big part of my life. Yeah. I think Twitter is basically made for like sloppy street fights. That's what I do with my Twitter.
It's time to read comics. I got a Meg time, actually. I'm a little behind on mine.
I read
heard
so many
Batman.
comics this last week.
Trust me, we're all like that, man. After having no power for a couple of days, I caught up for like 3 days. Yeah, you got
Frog.
nothing else to do. Yeah,
Frog. They flipped the script. He's a blue collar worker.
He's a
instead
day
of
laborer.
Yeah, they changed everything about him. So it's not the Batman you know. It's a totally new take.
There's a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of, like, he is unequivocally Batman. Like, he is Batman, right? You see him fight, you see the way he operates, you see his gadgets and you know, and his smarts and his cunning. He's Batman. There's a lot that they changed that doesn't change that. And that's where the kind of the meat of the story is. I think that the way that they lay a lot of it out, like, one of the coolest things about it is, like, he's training in Killer Croc's gym, right? And Waylon isn't Killer Croc, he's Bruce's buddy Waylon, and he wants Bruce to come to the poker game where he can play poker with Oz and Eddie and Selena, and all of his cronies are all of his rogues gallery. So, like, how they're going to handle those characters being supporting characters in the story moving forward, if any of them are going to break bad, or if they're just going to be allies to him, if that's going to be his Bat family, or if there's going to be, you know, new villains. I think that is probably where the biggest chunk of meat for this story lies, and what's different about it.
Well, knowing Snyder, man, he'll probably create new villains.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's a new gang of villains. It's like that is the party animals or whatever. And
like I said, because he did the court of, he created a whole new, you know what I mean, court of owls. He created what was the other one? Mr. Bloom and
Mr.
all the
Bloom
other
was
ones.
great. I thought Mr. Bloom was amazing. I like
that's
that.
What I'm saying.
Super heavy stuff.
so if he's gonna
Gordon was
do his,
the mech Batman, that was fun.
Yeah.
Justin Birch, what up? What up, homie? What up? And he says he's excited about us reading Something is Killing the Children #0.
What is killing the children?
And that makes me more excited to get it. I absolutely love this B cover from Frizen for #0. That thing is just very Frizen, obviously, but I love that thing. So I am excited too, my man. I can't wait to get that thing. We got TNC comedy in the house. What's up, sir?
Something Killing the Children going to be a show, or did that get canned?
It's still moving along. Yeah, Netflix. He posted something, an episode 2 script. I think. Yeah, he posted to Instagram and not too long ago. So it's coming along. Maybe someday. Sounds like they just made Batman great again. Boom! There it is. What up, Kevin? Shout out to Entropy and Comics. Thanks for coming through, my man. And Amanda Waller is pulling the strings.
I don't know if they made Batman great again, but they definitely made him interesting again.
Yeah, but Snyder always makes him interesting, though, man. Like anything he writes, pretty much. Any Batman stuff he writes, pretty much.
Snyder has great arcs, but I feel like he never really lands an ending.
Okay.
I think the only time that he really did for me was Dark Knight's Death Metal, and I thought that
Right.
with that, I was like, oh, I can be done with the DC universe. And then he wrote the All In special, and I got to be like, oh, well, I guess I'm back in.
Yeah.
Tynan has his own production company now. It's going to happen, but slow.
Mm.
Yeah, he does seem to be building a team. So I think we're going to see a lot of his stuff get a shot. I think you probably see Wind get a shot, I think. Obviously, already Something Is Killing Children is getting a shot. I think Nice House on the Lake's obviously going to get a shot.
So when do you think that comes on animated?
I'm not sure. It seems like it would have to be, right? It'd have to be animated.
It'd be a
Don't you
little weird
think?
to be live action, though. It'd be
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it works animated in its own art style, though. I think you'd have to
Yeah.
probably switch it up.
You don't like Michael
Yeah.
Dialytis? I like his style.
I don't mind it. There's nothing wrong with it. It does not pop as a like. It does like it. If it was going to be like a DreamWorks animation property, they'd have to do something to spruce it up. You know, I don't think it lives on its own.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not. It's. I like Wind.
I don't think it's distinctive enough. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do something with it, they need to do it like a DreamWorks or Disney style animation property, or they need to make it more stylized. And I don't think that it's stylized enough to land on its own.
Yeah, Kyle Starks. I was right. Look at that. Nailed it. But this is a fun book. Cheap book. You can find it in dollar bins. You can find this at dollar bins at my local comic shop. They have 3 books for $1, and I'm pretty sure you can get this whole series out of that bin. And it's a fun series, worth a read. And I have not read the first issue of this new one. I like to read in batches, but I'm definitely pulling this new series.
I like Dark Horse's stuff.
Yeah, Dark Horse has always got decent stuff.
I'm a little upset they lost the Black Hammer universe.
Ah.
I loved all that stuff.
Who'd they lose it to? I didn't know that.
Jeff Lemire is he's taking it with him.
To where?
I think he's going to be doing all of his stuff at Image, and I don't know if he's going to be doing any more Black Hammer. I think he's kind of put the kibosh on it for now.
I did Black Hammer Reborn, but I didn't really understand anything.
So did you read the original Black Hammer?
Yeah, no.
You got to read it all. You got to read it all. I think it's a really cool homage to different types of comic book storytelling. Like Golden Gale is like a Shazam allegory almost, but she's like an old lady, and when she says Zafram, she turns into the kid she was when she got her powers. So she's constantly that kid with superpowers.
That's interesting.
Like, and when they get stuck in the Pocket universe, she's like stuck as Golden Gale, the kid, and she's like skipping school and smoking cigarettes. And they're like, "You need to fit in." And she's like, "Fuck that! I'm an old lady." She's like, "I need to let you."
Oh yeah, forgot. Yeah.
And there's a lot of cool stuff. Like they do, like Lemire does his best, like Grant Morrison up his own ass, like multiversal, like fucking mind bending reality level bullshit. He does like really cool cosmology with like the beginning of the universe and like universal constants, and like any type of storytelling that's happened in comics has been homaged through the Black Hammer lens. And he did Skulldigger and Skeleton Boy, which is like, what if the Punisher didn't have guns and instead bludgeoned people to death, and he had a Robin instead of Batman having a Robin, and he just kind of abducts this kid who's an orphan and then like chains him up and then teaches him how to be a murderer. And it's just really fucked up. It's like an 80s era, like super hyper violent book, but it's just everything he does, man, is great. I love it.
Sounds up to me. These are some cool action comic covers here. I like these. You said you recently read it?
I read 1070, which was like the beginning of the new All In arc. and it was fun. I made a little reel on it, or a short, YouTube short, but I enjoyed it. Just a quick, easy Superman story with the Phantom Zone, like yeah, a monstrous like a fused together 3 Kryptonians escape through the Phantom Zone projector, and like he needs Supergirl's help to like put him down. They use gold and kryptonite in order to do it. It's weird.
Wait, wasn't gold? Didn't golden? I forget. One of
Golden
them turns.
kryptonite strips you of your powers, and it negates the.
Yeah, I remember. There's one that turns him something gay or some shit.
That's rainbow kryptonite.
Oh, that's what
golden kryptonite. Like if he was exposed to golden kryptonite, he would lose his ability to draw power from a yellow sun permanently.
So pretty much anything.
So
gold.
Jimmy Olsen saves that. But he like the whole thing. He's like, well, this thing came from the Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone has changed. Something's going on there. I got to go figure out what it is. And the last page is him, teleporting into the Phantom Zone and like people waiting there to attack him. So we'll see.
No, it's pink kryptonite.
And DC has some cool covers.
Thanks, Cliff.
It was pink kryptonite, and it was Peter David who pulled that one. I am pulling Minor Arcana, but again, theme growing here. I have not started reading it just yet.
Who's
but I do
Minor Arcana?
Jeff Lemire.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will probably end up picking up the trade.
Yeah, I like Lemire's written. So,
did you read Fish Flies? I got to finish it. I think I haven't. I've read everything.
Number one, and it didn't really draw me in. I don't think I finished reading it, and then I never went back for the rest of it. But
there you go. Decision.
It could be a indictment of my state of mind and cross-referenced with my attention span on that one.
I thought it was cool. I mean, it's nothing to rave about.
I was pulling so many books every week at a certain point where it's just like
we were
it wasn't special.
We were all doing that, and then you think about it, you're like, shit, I'm not even reading half of this shit. So it's like, why am I pulling it again?
I'll be picking up Batman Santa Claus.
Jorge Jimenez Heat. Look at that. I love this one. Ooh,
I love when he was doing Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
See, I like that DNA cover.
That's nice.
It's kind of like a negative, like his negative space type covers almost. It's just the capes, the negative space this time.
That looks terrible.
I don't think so. I kind of like it.
Batman's head looks too big. His legs look too small. The Batman symbol's weird. The dog looks like
the Batman symbol's a little too big.
There is a lot about that I do not like.
I think that's supposed to be Ace.
Look at the cape underneath of his extended hand, like behind his extended hand. Like, what's going on there? Like, what? How would that work? And then look at the cape that's like in his hand. Like, also, how would that work? Like, it doesn't look like that's not how fabric behaves.
Okay, all right, we'll get off that one.
Sorry. I don't need to be so negative. I like that cover. That's pretty cool looking.
DC versus Vampires.
The Spirit, or I don't know. It's what the hell is his
Spectre?
Spectre. That's what it was. I'm like,
what's up?
That's kind of neat.
Cheesecake right there.
What is going on with Damian?
He's a vampire.
Oh, duh. He was looking crazy. Yeah, I think I don't really care about much of this Marvel stuff. I guess we can still go through the covers though. That's a all new Venom.
Really like the X-Men stuff. That's the only thing I ever pick up. Captain Marvel, but that got canned, I think.
A new Venom poster. Anybody reading ASM still? I quit this volume on number 6.
No, dude. Yeah, like I'm sorry.
I had seen enough.
Occasionally, I'll get a variant, and then I'll flip through it. I'm like,
yeah,
well,
actually, no. I lied. The last Marvel book I read was the new Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimates is great.
Yeah, the new Ultimate stuff was good.
All the new Ultimate stuff is good, apparently, except for Black Panther.
I was surprised Peach Moko's one was actually decent. The
Ultimate X-Men
stuff. Yeah, I was surprised. Being honest.
Well, I like Armor, and I think that it's fine enough for what it is.
Yeah.
But like, I would have preferred something
But
different.
what I think happened is I think she written it all in Japanese and somebody's translating it for her.
Yeah, that's how she's been. That's how she's been doing all of her stuff,
Yeah.
like the Demon
Lost
Days
in
universe.
Yeah, Lost in Translation, I think.
It almost seems like that Armor story was written for Demon Days, and they were like, "Well, it doesn't really even attach to that, so we can make it Ultimate X-Men."
Right.
And that, I'm all right with that. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Right.
I think.
What up, Jaguar?
But Ultimates itself, like we had Ultimate Hawkeye show up for the first time, and that was pretty dope.
Yeah, the Spider-Man stuff was surprisingly good. I was surprised.
Jonathan Hickman. I'm not surprised when Hickman's stuff is good. It is popular though, and sometimes I'm surprised when that happens.
Yeah.
When it's good and popular, you mean?
Right. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I really love, like I think is really well written, well crafted stuff, flies under the radar sometimes.
A lot of people don't read it. A lot of people just pick up the covers.
I bought this for investment. Did you read it? No.
No.
Smart investment there, buddy.
Yeah, investing in modern comic books is just not the move, I feel like.
I was talking to this girl at work, and she's like, "You like comic books?" And I'm like, "Is that not fucking obvious from my Thanos t-shirt?" I thought that I was pretty apparent with my nerddom. I wear it on my sleeves. But I was like, "Yeah, no, I collect comic books." And she's like, "How many comics do you have?" I was like, "Oh, you check my CLZ. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 50,000, but there's a lot more than that." And she's like, "Oh, so is it worth money?" And I looked at her and I was like, "It is a collection, not an investment." I think that's how you have to look at it. Like, you can't, like, I'm not buying and flipping Golden Age books. I'm also not, in the realm of getting, a high grade Hulk 181. Like, so if I was, then I could look at my collection as an investment. It's not. It's like, maybe I'll get around to reading this terrible run of Batman, or like Gotham City PD or whatever one day that I will never probably ever get to. Or maybe I'll read Force Works again. I'm not going to do that. But like, I have a lot of these books that there's no value. The value is in the entertainment that I have from bagging and boarding, look at the cover, read them, put them away, stare at some shelves and go, why the fuck did I buy all that?
Why do I enjoy that though? I do.
I really enjoy the tactile experience of bagging and boarding comics. You know what I really love is, and I also hate doing it at the same time, but I like going into a box in my PC and realizing that not everything is bagged and boarded properly. And properly for me is a standard or Silver Age Mylar, double boarded, not fullback, double halfback, because double halfback is thicker than a fullback. I don't know why, but I'll do that forever. And if I go through my box and my boxes are not all that way, and if something's a key issue, it's triple boarded. I'm not fucking around. Like, we're putting normally I'll triple board it. And
you think this is a game?
It's not a fucking game to me. It's not a fucking game to me. It's a key issue. It's getting triple boarded. But like, if I look at a box and there's like a couple poly bags in there, and I can make sure that whole box is like, I can look in that box and not tell the difference between any of those books from looking at the top of it. There's something just so chef's kiss about seeing that box and being like, oh, look, it looks untouched. Fucking amazing.
It does look nice. I agree. It's that there is something about that, right? It's like, I like the feel of a bunch of comics in my hand that are bagged and boarded. It's a nice,
man.
nice clean feeling.
And I like to get the tape just right on my books, right? And sometimes you'll pull the tape off, and there's a little tape residue, and then they'll stick to the front of the next book, and you're like, what the fuck? I'll go at it with a fucking little scrubby just to try to get it like a little I took a little sponge and I put it on the end of like a pencil tip, like an eraser, like an extendable eraser thing. So
man. I think you're
up.
revealing your whole nerd right now,
bro. It gets bad. If you looked around, like if I moved my camera around my room, you'd be like, oh my god, that guy's a slob. If you saw the inside of my comic boxes, you'd be like, what kind of OCD shit are you on?
Yeah, I shared it actually. Charles Soule and Ryan Brown. I have another image book coming out called Lucky Devil. They're the team behind 8 Billion Genies that got a lot of hype recently.
They did Curse Words as well.
Yep, curse words.
I've heard people mention that one. Yeah,
Curse Words was fun, and I thought that was good. And Ryan Brown is great on those books, but like, God Hates Astronauts. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? One of the funniest books in the history of comic books. Fucking tastic, and you can find that shit sitting in quarter bins. God Hates Astronauts is amazing.
Lucky Devil's already been. Wasn't that a Cullen Bunn book? I think. Yeah, Lucky Devil. I guess you can have more than one with the same name.
Yeah, if it's a different different idea.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
It might be the same name but different ideas. So,
episode 80, we actually got to the FOC, which wow, who would have ever thought?
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff and Drew for letting me do that.
I feel like we screwed things up by allowing you to
it's called FOC and Chill, and for one episode in a long time, we actually FOC'd and chilled.
And chilled.
Definitely
ain't nothing wrong with that. And I appreciate you two coming through and hanging out with me tonight so much. Cantonese Jeff, what's going on with you, man? You got anything you want to
actually I actually trying to do a live stream this Saturday. So with the what was it? I'm trying to do so I'm gonna be doing a live stream this Saturday night. Not sure what probably like 10 o'clock Eastern. Just keep an eye out if you guys aren't subscribed. So subscribe and keep an eye out. But yeah, it's supposed to be a live stream with another homie. It's gonna be called the Double Dragons, I guess. Well, I'm not. Well, it's a pilot show, man. I'm not even sure what the what the name's gonna be yet. So we'll figure it out. But we'll say, and then I'm trying to do a bunch of other stuff, vampy stuff in October. But I've been busy at work, so. Yeah, a bunch of other stuff.
Swagged up.
That's all I got going on.
Every time with this Bubs guy.
I think 2 5s are better than a 10, my friend.
Link is in the chat for Jeff. Check my man out. Thank you so much for hanging out and giving me another first appearance. You know I love those things, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through. Drew, I know I've actually get to share your channel this time.
Yeah, I actually made some content this week for the first time in like 4 years on my channel. So I put up a couple shorts, and I'm going to be honest, it's a much more rewarding experience. I've put up one video that is the same as one of my shorts, and it's got over 1,000 views. And I'm like, well, that's fucking cool. And then I did a short on Wolverine's Revenge issue #2. It's got 6,500 views. I'm like, that people are actually watching these things. That's pretty neat. So I might keep up on these. So I got like 4 shorts up right now. You can check them out on my channel. And one
That's
about
what I need to do, is shorts.
Absolute Batman. One about Batman 153. One about Wolverine Revenge 2. One about Action 1070, and then a little bit of a haul in one of them. But that's not really worth watching. But
I'll
there's
be
some cool stuff
dope.
up there. And if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I'm putting them up there as well. So trying to be active. You guys have inspired me to get back.
Reignited that comic book.
The
fire.
flame has been reignited.
That's why we do it. That's what we need.
I hear the horn of Gondor, man, and I came running.
One of the things that Comic Tom said in that Sticky Goose verse Comic Tom that I just really appreciated and took seriously was that we are advertisement, we are marketing for this comic book nerd thing that we're doing. And it's an important thing that we do, no matter if you have 2 people watching you or 18 as it is now, or even more than that. It doesn't matter. We're all ambassadors for this comic book nerd thing. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think, we all are doing our part appealing to the section of this nerdom that we appeal to. And that's a valuable thing, guys. So keep doing it. And if you've been thinking about doing it, go do it,
Just
man.
do
We
it.
need more people. Yeah,
Just do
we
it.
need more people. We need more marketers showing people why this comic book thing is fun. So thank you to everybody that came through. Screw Izzyverse, who's going to be putting a New York Yankees logo into my sketch. We made a bet. A Royals would be in the background or the Yankees would be in the background. And unfortunately, it's going to be the Yankees back there, but it will be funny when I look at my sketch and see that and remember the bet that we made.
You can just think about the Chiefs and how they're the Yankees of the NFL.
Yeah, but the NFL has a salary cap, so it's not, it's not the same thing.
But there's no cap on how much you can pay the refs.
How dare you jump in here at the very end so you could gloat with your stupid bullshit. We were so close, man. I thought we could have stole one from the evil
Remember
empire.
what I told you? I said when the Yankees win. You said if, so I had way more confidence.
Yeah. You just make sure that you make sure you make that Yankees logo look good.
My boys own the Yankees all year long, and they end up playing.
And they're winning.
Anyway.
They won today yet? They didn't win yet. Did they win yet? I was too busy talking about 100 billion exclusives a little while ago.
Yeah, I saw you live talking about the New York Comic-Con stuff, which is dope. They are winning 6-2 currently. Yeah, so it's looking
not even the best team from New York.
I don't care. They're my team.
Isn't that crazy? We could get a New York World Series. That'd be fun.
Again, Subway Series Part 2.
That's awesome. We could check out because nobody will care.
When was the last time
2000
that happened?
2000, not that long ago.
Wow, it wasn't that long ago.
No, not 2000. I can't remember, but it really wasn't that long ago. Like within the last 15 years, I want to say was the last Subway Series. I don't mind a Yankees Dodgers. I really don't mind that. That's kind of like East Coast versus West Coast.
Well, the Dodgers were from Brooklyn originally, anyway. So
yeah, there you go. So it's still New York, right? No, but in all fairness, I'd rather play the Dodgers than the Mets because damn, the Mets are good. The Mets are good this year. They're probably the best team in baseball right now. I will openly admit that. But still, diehard Yankee fan. I'll be a Yankee fan until I die. So,
well, congratulations, man.
They pay the fans too, because they certainly pay the players.
Yeah. Yo, man, it was I'm gonna give it to you, Marcus. We won off of one guy, Giancarlos. That was all Giancarlos. Because Judge was asleep.
That was strange, actually, because he was such a firehouse all year long. Judge and his giant HGH fueled head.
Meanwhile, Giancarlos was all injured, so it's the exact opposite. So it turned out that way.
Well,
but
I got to watch my Orioles be unstoppably good until the All-Star break, and then just absolutely just stop producing.
So you ran into that KC brick wall. Go ahead and say it.
KC brick wall. The brick wall. You put up 2 points in one game and 1 point in another. All right,
that's a brick wall. You couldn't get through. You couldn't score points.
We couldn't.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Dude, one of our best rookies, right, ends his season striking out, getting hit by a pitch with bases loaded, and breaks his fucking hand. That's Baltimore, bro.
Izzy, before we get out of here, you have anything you want to promote since you snuck in here at the end to do what you're doing?
I saw that you were still on, so I was like, I gotta gloat a little bit. I had a chance to gloat. New York
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. New York Comic Con this week. I'll be posting as much as I possibly can. I got a lot of stuff. I got a few interviews here and there that I gotta do. So, but thanks, guys, and congratulations for at least getting a playoff berth. I'm happy for you there. So go Yankees. See you in the World Series. Woohoo!
Maybe we'll see. And yeah, Dismay, I need to find that link and make sure I'm plugged in for that. Brandon, CJ, I know Tate Prime is in on it, right? I can't remember everyone else, but they've got a comic book project with a cool little twist to it. And they're going to be doing a Kickstarter.
Gonna be have some ash cans. I'll definitely check it out.
And if you're at NYCC, you'll have a chance to grab some ash cans for what they've got going on. Some very indie style ash cans, so look for that if you're going to be there.
Are they exclusives?
These are super exclusive.
They're CJ's.
Limited to 4.
Couldn't possibly be more exclusive. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, well, that's all.
CJ can draw.
I know, right?
That's all I got for this week, guys. Thank you to everybody that came through. Thank you to the chat that kept it lit. And we actually got to the FOC, guys. So
you actually did.
Beckerman said, "Yeah, we did. We did FOC for the first time since episode 11. So it's
what episode we're in now?
Episode 80.
80.
So it's been a while. We did it.
Less FOC than any other FOC show.
We've got to play some. We got to talk some sports ball, which I'm always down to do that. So thank you to everybody again, and we'll see you next week. No more breaks for a while. I'm back here every week again, guys. Peace.
Haters gonna hate.